Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. We are back in Woodsong, looking good. First of all, today we're going to be working a little bit, I think, on the Jarl's Longhouse over here. I haven't quite decided yet if I want to tackle this first or if I want to tackle that building over there first. I'm thinking I want to tackle this one first. But one thing I wanted to address really quick, just kind of before I forget, to be honest, a lot of you had said that there's too much brown in the color palette here, too much spruce, too many same colors, and that I should add more color to the builds. And the color in this village is going to come from other details. It's not going to come from the builds themselves, but it's going to come from the landscaping, it'll come from other details that we add in, and things like that. So even though these builds are very kind of mono-color right now with spruce and the dark oak, and that's about it, there's going to be a lot more color in the village once we get in here and start doing some of these pathways and adding some details and flowers and plants and all sorts of other things like that. So that's where the color is going to go. Don't worry, I know that it's very kind of mono color right now, and that will be changing as time goes on. But we have other things that we need to do first. I want to get the buildings kind of in place. So let's grab a fair amount of spruce here. There we go. And that's probably all we really need right now. Let's just take this shulker box that's full of spruce wood as well. And let's just take a peek around. Let's head over and let's work on the Jarl's Longhouse. I think that'll be kind of a fun project. And it's going to be a pretty big project as well. It's a very large building. Or at least I'm envisioning it as a very large building. So we're going to have a lot of work that we need to do here. So let's go 4 high there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then kind of the same thing in these corners. Like so. There we go. And the first part of this that we're going to build up is going to be kind of this central box, right? So if you look at this building kind of from above, we basically have 3 boxes here. We've got this main box, we've got kind of a wing over here, and then we've got the entrance wing over there. So we're going to focus on the main box first. Like so. And we've gone through almost an entire stack of spruce wood just getting these pillars down. Man, this is going to be a resource-intensive project, I think. That's all right. That's fine. So let's get that. Is that 3? That's 3, 4. There we go. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got that in place. Now we need, like, all the spruce, and we're going to need quite a few stacks of it. So let me go ahead and get this kind of walled off the way we want, and then I will come right back to ya. Alright guys, I am back, and we did a little bit of a time lapse. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Nothing too fantastic, nothing too spectacular, but we got all this stuff all done. Ow, I ran into that. Anyway, I had to run back to Altoon to get some food because I was running low. So here's what we've got. We basically have this done, and then around that kind of central box that I was talking about before, we added a second layer, and then I put these upside down stairs here. So it's going to kind of come out at this layer, at this level. So now what we need to do, let me just grab more of this, and let's actually put these shulker boxes down. Let's grab a bit more spruce like so. And, well, I think the next step, I don't know, I'm trying to decide if I want to just go ahead and do this part right away. Let's just do a little section of this wall right here, kind of together. Let's just see if we do that, right? How's that look? It pops out, it still has the depth, that's good, that's what we want, and then it would come across up there as well. So that's good. I also really need to get a floor in here, so let me see. Let's take a peek and see how much oak we have. Let's see here. I just want to take a peek. I don't actually know how much oak I have. I may have to go on an oak chopping mission. Oh, actually, we got a whole bunch of oak slabs, so that's good. And we have a bunch more oak planks and more oak logs. So I think we'll be okay. Let's just grab one more stack. That should be enough, because the floor / ceiling in that big room is going to be made of oak. Where be my house place thing? Over here, right? No, over here. There we go. So the other thing that I'm thinking is I want to have like a balcony area. So I'm thinking the main throne, right? Because it's a Jarl's Longhouse, so there's going to be a throne. I'm thinking the main throne is going to be kind of over in here somewhere, right? And probably elevated a bit. Maybe up at this level, maybe down. Probably down, like right about here is where the throne will probably end up being. Kind of up about like there, and we'll kind of just make a little platform thing around it like that. And then the throne will sit probably right about here. But I want like a balcony. So there's going to be like an open ceiling kind of, is what I'm thinking. And I don't know exactly how I want to do that yet. I do know that I want cross beams. Although, I think for now, what I should probably do is just get a floor in here, more just for ease of access than anything else. In fact, I'm just going to take some dark oak stairs, and we'll just make like a little thing here, just a little temporary staircase, so that I can get up and down, you know, relatively easily. And then we'll just take our floor and fill this in kind of as best we can. There. And that way, as I'm building these walls and, you know, all that kind of stuff, I can get up and down easily. This staircase is not going to be permanent. In fact, this probably won't even be the location where the staircase is. But that's kind of the plan. So let me get the walls in place, let me get the floor in place, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, I am back. So we've got that done, and we've got the ceiling up here in place. Obviously we're going to carve out a good chunk of this because, you know, as I said, I want a balcony in there. But this will kind of give us a starting point. I do need to make some torches. it's not very safe here right now. So let's do that. Let me just go like so, and like so, and like so. There we go. So that will make me a stack of torches. And let's just throw those down over here and up here and like so. And basically I just want to light this whole thing up because now that it has a ceiling, we want to make sure that it's mob safe. That looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, that should be good. And then let's put some torches up here as well. Just to kind of do a temporary lighting solution. Okay, so that's all good. Now, let's talk a little bit about the balcony. Oh, and also, let's take a look at it from over here, just to kind of see, you can kind of see how the shape is starting to come together, right? So it kind of, we have this upper level that kind of juts out below, and then this part of the building and the other wing over there are going to be one story, and I think we might even have a third story on this thing too, but we'll see. We'll see how that works. So let's see. Now, I think the next thing is probably to start looking at this balcony, right? So I think what we're going to do is we'll kind of clear some space. Ooh, it's getting dark. Do I have a bed in my ender chest? I totally do. Can I sleep yet? Not yet. Okay, that's fine. I'll sleep in a little bit. Let's just kind of clear out all of this space right here. Now can I sleep? Nope. Still no sleeping. Not allowed. All right. So let's get that going back like there. Now can I sleep? Finally. Okay. Whew. Man. Rough shape. So, all right, let's see. I think, why don't we get back up there? Let's get over here, and let's just throw a couple torches kind of around this area here. And this is currently 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Let's bring this back maybe 3. And that'll give us a pretty good amount of space. Yeah, because then from here, you can see the, you can clearly see everything. You can see the throne, which is what I want. Or maybe, why don't we bring it back to here? I think this will be a better, yeah. Because then what we'll do, once we have that done, there we go. Then we'll take, well, I'm going to have to grab the resources. But we'll fill all of this up. Let me get my stuff back. And then let's grab some spruce logs like so. And what we'll do is we'll put those down here. Right? And I'll put a fence on top. So you can stand up here and see down. And I think that should... That I don't really like, though. I don't like... Well, actually, we could work around that. What if we were to do... something like... this? How would that look? And then we would need pillars like so to kind of support this a little bit. Oh, terrible. No, not a slab. There we go. So we could do something like that, perhaps. And then maybe one here and there. Just kind of holding that all up. Is this... I should be able to get rid of this right here. Yeah. And then we can put a... Then we can put spruce logs in this corner. And we could do the same right here. And And I am slightly trapped. That's all right. Let's get out of there. There we go. We can do essentially the same thing here. We haven't finished terraforming this chunk yet, but that's okay. And then I guess right here, I'm going to end up doing kind of the same thing. So we're going to end up taking spruce logs across and probably here and here as well, which is, that's fine. I can deal with that. Let's do that. Tear that out. Let's see. Here we would have the spruce log. There we would have the spruce log, and then this would be a spruce like that. Okay. And then, once again, here, that would come down. And then that looks good except for this one part. Would I want to swap that out for spruce? I don't think I would. Maybe we make another crossbeam right here? Tell me that lines up with a... No, it definitely doesn't. Okay. These can be kind of tricky to get the way that you want. I mean, that doesn't look bad. I don't think. I think that looks okay. I don't think it's perfect, but I do think it looks okay. Like, it's tolerable. It's passable. For an interior, ignore all this stuff. I think that's okay. I can live with that. Like, we've got kind of the look that I'm going for. And then this would be a spruce, and then we'd have some sort of decorative stuff, like up there on the walls, which I think, like, we'll sort that out later as far as what specifically is going to go there, but I think it'll work. It should be fine. So, let's see now. Size-wise, I think that's good. Yeah. Okay. So now, let's see about building up these little chunks here. Like so. Because we're going to have to think about our roof as well. That's going to be important, right? Or at least, we'll start with the roof on the front. And I'll worry about the other roof later. So let's do that. Let's turn these into those. Let's make some dark oak stairs, and let's make one thing of dark oak slabs and see if we can make this work. So come up here. I'm just going to make a little poke hole right here because I know that's the wall. There we go. And then let's see if we do... I mean, we could potentially do that. How does that look from down here? That looks really trash. That looks really bad. I don't like it. Let's try something else. Maybe we go here? No, that's also going to look really bad. How to do the roof right here? Then again, I suppose right here, we could potentially just bring this in like that. Or maybe even we put a full block here and a slab like that. Which I don't think that looks as good, though. Ah, man. This roof is going to be a little tricky. This part we can do right now, because we kind of already know how this little bit right here is going to go. This part, though, that's where the challenge is going to come in. That's where we're going to have to kind of think about it a little bit. We might be able to do... I don't know. We'll think of something. Let's worry about the main roof chunk right now. So let's get that up right here. Over. Up. And... like so. There we go. Same thing here. You guys know how to make this roof by now, I would hope. It's the same roof I've done for basically every building in the village, so hopefully you guys get it by now. Let's bring some stairs over like so, and then we'll just bring the spruce like that. Okay, so that seems fine. Now here, this is where the question comes in. What if we did that? No, that also looks super weird. I don't know how to transition that. Unless we did something like that, maybe. That could work. That doesn't look too bad. I think that's probably the way to do it. So we would do a upside down stair there and there. And that'll kind of transition the roof. Yeah. Okay, good. That was a terrible ender pearl. Try again. Much better. Okay. So now we just put dark oak slab there, dark oak slab there, and then spruce planks like so, spruce stairs, spruce planks, and I'm just going to bring it over to here, because ultimately this is going to intersect with the main roof of the building, or a second floor, or slash second, third story, however high this ends up going. So we'll just bring it over to here right now. I am going to take that off, put that here, put that there, and bring that over like so. Just to kind of give it a little bit more shape. That should be good. And let's take a peek. How's that look? I think that works. I think that works really well, actually, for our kind of Jarl's Longhouse. It'll do. It'll do quite nicely. Yeah. I think that's good. But guys, unfortunately, I'm out of time for this episode. I think we got a pretty good start on this. We got the first and second floors kind of in place. There's a lot of detail work left to do. We still have to figure out the roof, still have to figure out the second floor, and this back wing here. But I do think this is a pretty good start. Let me know what you guys think of it as well. If you have any ideas or any of that kind of stuff, by all means, leave it down in the comments so I can, I can always use a little bit more inspiration. It never hurts. But guys, as I said, I'm out of time for this one. So my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.